This is Mike Trueblood, sports editor of the Galesburg Register-Mail, and we're having a belated start to our series of weekly discussions with Galesburg head boys basketball coach Mike Reynolds for the 2018-19 basketball season. We're a couple weeks in, but better late than never, right, Coach?
Yeah, we got snowed out a little bit last week. But
Steve had some other commitments, and we didn't have our video guy, so we finally got everything together. And the Streaks are 4-1, had a 4-0 start through their annual Thanksgiving tournament. Tripped up a little bit at Rock Island last Friday night. Coach, looking at the first 5 games overall, how do you feel about the way things have started?
Well, I think we've had some ups and downs, and we played really well at times, and then we haven't played so well at times. I think sometimes that happens in the same game, and I think it happened again on Friday. Friday ended up being kind of a frustrating night for us. I think we didn't start off great. Then we had a really good third quarter, and then we kind of dipped there in the fourth quarter. Credit to Rock Island. They made some shots, and they did some good things. But I think when we went over the tape yesterday with some guys, we were maybe disappointed in how well we played. We think we can play better, and we think we will play better. And it's early in the year, so we're trying to take steps forward, and we're excited. We think we have a big upside with this group. We just have a ways before we're going to reach it.
Like you said about last week, it seems like you had one of your best quarters of the year in the third quarter, and then in the fourth quarter it was just the opposite. Those things, it's just hard to explain. I mean, you talked about it after the game, maybe expending a lot of energy to get back in the ball game, and then it kind of drains the tank a little bit when it comes down to crunch time.
Yeah, I think there was a couple momentum shifts in the game. I think we came out right away, hit some shots there in the third quarter like we're capable of and used to doing. And then at the end of the third quarter, we probably took a little quick shot there with about 12, 13 seconds left. Tucker came down, hit that 25-foot three. It's kind of like in volleyball, momentum shifted just like that, like in a snap, and we could never get it back. And we took, we missed a couple free throws, missed a couple layups in that fourth quarter, and the rest is history. It wasn't very good. It wasn't a very good effort. An offensive execution there at the end. Same problems that we had when we struggled last year. Can you execute when you need a basket? What plays are you going to run to execute? We didn't seem to be able to get in to our offense and get a little consistent little flow that we've been used to having. So we were gonna work on that this week, and we know with UT coming in town, and then a quick turnaround to Macomb on next Tuesday, that we got some tough, 2 good home games, but tough opponents in them.
As you said, United Township coming in on Friday night, another Western Big Six game. What can you tell us about United Township? Are they a lot different than you saw last year?
I think they're better. They're a year older. They're a year more experienced. Jean-Luc and Agat are really good players in our league. They got a 6'6" kid inside. They're really big. They're really athletic. They have their youth at the guards. They have a sophomore point guard and a senior shooter that didn't get to play a lot last year. They've got a good mix of guys. I think they're going through some of the kind of same things we are. We know 5 or 6 guys are solid every day. We need to find 2 or 3 more. And I think, it's funny you say, I just had lunch with Ryan yesterday on our way to the Iowa-Illinois shootout, and, they're thinking the same thing we are. We've got to find more consistent effort and more consistency in play. And I think everybody's looking for that this time of year, as you kind of are trying to mix some new guys in with some veterans, and some of these guys are not used to the way the Big Six is going to be. It's physical. Every possession matters, and it's exciting to get back on the horse again Friday night.
And just a quick look ahead, you mentioned the Tuesday night game, kind of a rare thing for Galesburg.
Yeah.
Don't often play on Tuesday nights, but what do you know about Macomb?
Well, we really haven't done a lot of scouting on them yet. We're kind of focused on UT right now, but I know they have their point guard returning. That was an all-conference player in their league, and who's a good player. And, we'll certainly have to control him. He seems to have been their leading scorer. They've played an extremely tough schedule here at the beginning. They've lost to Chatham-Glenwood. They lost to Morton. They lost on the road to Quincy Notre Dame. So they've challenged themselves earlier in the year, same way we have. So we're going to have to be up for the challenge on Tuesday. We're not going to be able to do anything that's going to frighten them or be something new to them. So, you know, Coach Anderson does a great job. You know, they beat us a couple years ago in a regional game, so we didn't have an opportunity to play them last year. So it's kind of, I don't know if it's a rematch necessarily, but a game that we're looking forward to try to be better than we were last time we played against them. I think Tuesdays have been a rarity around here, but I think, you know, they're probably coming back in the mix. I think as you look ahead to the schedule with Geneseo and Sterling starting, there'll be a few Tuesday games mixed in that'll actually be conference games. So it'll be a good practice for that as we move forward.
Well, we get back into the Western Big Six, coming back home for that one, and we wish you the best of luck Friday night and the rest of this season.
All right, thank you.